YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title of the video today, we're doing Language Part 1 and 2 by the Contortionist. Now, not the most requested band, but it is a band that does get spammed quite a lot by a select number of people, so I do want to give a shout out to the guys who have suggested it so far. We have B-Lo, Charlie Gaffken, The Dark Lord 69, Fernando Guardia, Pino 2001, Giant Mushroom Tree, Raheel Amin, and Jonathan Petruccelli. A lot of people did reply to their comments suggesting it as well, but these are just the people that commented on one of my videos. Before we jump in, we're just going to figure out who the band are. The Contortionist is an American progressive metal band from Indianapolis, Indiana. Formed in 2007, the band consists of guitarist Robbie Baca and Cameron Maynard, drummer Joey Baca, I'm assuming they're brothers, the drummer and the guitarist, vocalist Mike Lessard, and bassist Jordan Eberhardt, and keyboardist Eric Gwenther. They have released 4 studio albums and 3 EPs. So guys, that is where we're going to leave it for the intro. We're going to jump straight in. It's a 9-minute combination of the 2 tracks. I think each track is about 4 or 5 minutes. So we're going to jump in, guys, see what it's all about. We have a lyric video that combines the 2 videos together, so hopefully we get a good quality one. And yeah, drop a like in this video if you haven't already, be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yeah, let's see what these are all about. Part 1 is Intuition. Okay. I love that bass in the background. That little bass groove is nice. It complements the kind of reminds me of Caligula's Horse, just from what I've heard so far, and from what I've heard from Caligula's Horse as well. Okay, I'm gonna give my initial thoughts on it so far, because I know sometimes people do enjoy that when you take the time to just pause it. And this is kind of a track that you do have the opportunity, because there's no, there is kind of breaks in the track. Typical prog rock fashion. It's very it has all the elements of prog rock that I love. I trust you guys and your instinct and your suggestions, because 99.9% of the time they're on point. You get it right. You know what I'll listen to, you know what I'll like, and spot on so far. You've got it. Like, I do like this, but what I want to hear is something that will differentiate these guys from other prog rock bands that I've heard, because they're obviously, in my eyes, competing with the likes of Dream Theater. Now, I know it's not all a competition, but for replay value, there's so many prog rock bands and these kind of alternative metal bands that I've been listening to as of late that are already kind of dividing my attention. I've got Catatonia, Caligula's Horse, like I've already mentioned, Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree. Like, the list is literally endless. So I just want to hear something a little bit different that might differentiate these guys from the likes of those bands that I have just mentioned. I don't know how smooth that transition was by the person who edited this video, but it's got a darker side. Remember, like 2 seconds ago, I just said, let's see if this band has something that'll differentiate them from the crowd. We may have just found it. Jump. Let's just see how this whole journey just started. That's that difference I was talking about. There's them like Gojira sounds. Which always reminds me of Gojira, those what are they, like rep flicks or whatever you call them. This is heavy.
Balance seeks its place, moving backwards towards a higher sign. Rooted in intuition, we are the right way.
Wow, I'm impressed, boys. It's a good request. There's a lot to digest in this track, from start to finish. You don't know how to pick them. We're gonna get a drop. We're gonna get something nasty after this. You don't say that the same word 9 times in a row without getting a big 30 drop like this. Okay. I had no concept of how long that went on for, man. I thought that was only about 6 minutes in, but that was full 9 minutes. I expected another drop there, but nonetheless, I think I'd have to again listen to that again. I know I do generally say that with a lot of tracks, but realistically, like, it takes a few listens to understand the elements of a track that you do enjoy and why you do enjoy it. But from a first listen, it's definitely something that I will go back to, because sometimes you just know it's not going to be for you. Not listen to it again. Sometimes you're on the fence, and sometimes you just know. You're like, alright, I need to go back and listen to this a few more times. But yeah, man, I'm glad that we did get that switch up, complete switch up, because the intro, albeit was very good, it was not too unique from anything I've heard on this channel before. I have covered a lot of very talented prog rock bands who are capable of those sounds, and not specifically that sound, but that prog rock build up that I've come to love. But like I've alluded to, they've differentiated themselves from the crowd with that. I can't think of any other bands that really do that, you know what I mean? Like, I've kind of got a Opeth vibe with the heavier parts, not as intense with the growls, but I wouldn't put Opeth in that category for their intro. Like, even the part that I played when I brought it back, like this part, I wouldn't really, it doesn't remind me of Opeth or any, like, maybe a little bit of Porcupine Tree in that, but again, not too familiar with anything else, but definitely differentiated themselves by the switch up. To be fair, this is the only Contortionist request I've really gotten, or have seen anyway, that's really been brought to my attention. So let me know if these guys have any more tracks that are worth actually reacting to, or are they one trick pony? Have they only got these 2 tracks? Let me know. But anyway, boys, if you did enjoy the video, and if you do want to see more Contortionist, do let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like in this video if you haven't already, be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm signing out, guys. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.